Have you been given this exercise here? And maybe you're noticing that it's actually not changing anything, or maybe you feel a little bit worse afterwards. Maybe you're starting to feel like this area here or here is starting to bother you. Well, today we're going to go over a better way to improve this stretch so that it shouldn't provoke you, it should actually make you feel a little bit better afterwards. My name is Dr. Dawn. This is Sebastian, Dr. Sebastian. We work at Performance Play Sports Care. We're just one part of the locally world famous chiropractors here. And we're going to get right into it. Do you want to take me through how you would modify this stretch?
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool.
So we're going to play with this a couple different ways. So some of these might or might not work for you, but they're things that we tend to test here at Performance Place. Number one is you guys might want to do what we call an audit. Move around a little bit. Check your squat, check your walking, check your sitting. If things bother you in the area that bothers you, you might want to check after you're done today, because we're going to take you through some really empowering things that might work for you. Okay, we're going to get into the stretch now, and we're going to tinker with it a little bit. So Dawn, show me that stretch. All right. Show me the way that most people do it. There we go. So that's really awful. I'm just joking. It's okay. It works for some people, but what we see here is a lot of spine extension, which is not the whole purpose of the exercise. It's to extend the hip. And so one way we can do that is to step with your left foot out or forward, and then put your elbow onto your knee like you're the thinker. There you go. And then can you try to put your hip towards the wall in front of you? There we go, and return. And so I'm just going to let her rep that out for a moment. We're just going to look at a few things on her. So first off is her spine is no longer extended here, which was the whole point. We didn't want to extend her spine, we want to extend her hip. And we can get a little bit more focal with this too, is I want you to imagine there's a flashlight on your right hip pocket. Can you shine that to the wall in front of you, and then try to get it closer, and return.
Oof.
Oof. Did you say oof?
Yeah, in a good way.
Okay, good. So where do you feel that? Where's the oof?
So it kind of changes where I'm feeling it. Instead of feeling this intense stretch through here, it feels like it's a little bit more in the actual hip socket itself as I turn and press.
Okay. Does that feel comfortable to you?
It does, and that's something that a lot of people will wonder, like, am I feeling this correctly? Because I don't feel a super intense stretch like this, but you're feeling more of it. The local hip is doing something specific, which is actually in some cases better. Not only is it the stretch that you need, but it's more of that hip mobilization. And if you want to know a little bit more about that, or you want to be educated on it, we do have a free webinar that at some point in this video it will pop up. So please take advantage of that. It's free. We go through all the diagnoses, reasons why, and things that you can do as well.
It's probably right over your face right now, by the way.
Perfect.
Okay. So yeah, please take advantage of that. So Dawn's probably going to go through about 20, 30, 40 reps here, just not on video, but you guys might pause video and do it. And then we're going to come back into the activity that you're having problems with, which is sitting, standing, walking, lunging, and so on, and see how things go. So that exercise can be a helpful one when done kind of at, let's call the first version sloppy, but if it's not working for you, then you need to change something a little bit. Maybe instead of extending the back, we extend the hip. Yep. It's a hip extension exercise. Let's extend the hip repetitively and see if it helps.
Absolutely. Not always stretching the muscles is the issue here. It's more of mobilizing the joint. So that's a really incredible way that you can modify that exercise. Yeah.
So if you guys are looking for help, or you want refining of your exercises that you already have to make them actually work for you and make them challenging, we can help you with that. As you can see, we did right now. You just make small modifications. The exercise selection, or the exercise that you pick, as well as how often you do it and how it's coached, really, really does matter. It's not the magic of the exercise, it's what the exercise accomplishes. And so you might need some feedback when you do it, and that's the whole value of doing coaching, which can happen online or in person. So we'd love to see you either virtually or in person.
Yeah, absolutely. There's all those options there for you, so take advantage of whatever one works for you.
Yep. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and like the video. We'll see you guys next time.